Welcome back to Warriors Weekly. Now the Fitz Files with Bob Fitzgerald.
Now, when we get to March in the NBA, there's a lot of basketball, both on the NBA hardwoods and certainly March Madness in college basketball. One of the great traditions around the league is that players start to cheer for their alma maters, they start bragging about their teams in the tournament, and the guys, well, maybe they fill out a bracket or two. So we sat down with a couple Warriors whose teams have made it into the NCAAs and asked them, all right, give us a scouting report. How is the old alma mater going to do in the tournament?
Hey, it's Anthony Morrow. Tournament time right now. Got my Yellow Jackets in there with the 10th seed going up against the 7th seed Oklahoma State. I think we're going to get that win. And I think it's Ohio State after that. I think we got a lot of size inside. It's going to depend on our guards, but we got a lot of potential. I think we can go as far as the Elite Eight.
Tennessee plays San Diego State in the first round. I think they'll get by them pretty easily. And then after that, they'll play Georgetown, which I think it might be a tough fight, but if you play well and don't turn the ball over and press and stuff, I think we'll be fine. And hopefully we'll get back to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I like our team's chances, man. I think Kentucky can go all the way this year. I like our freshmen. We got a strong team this year.
Well, several of the Warriors have played in NCAA tournaments, and those are moments that you really never forget if you're a basketball player. Sitting down with a couple of the guys, I was really asking them, all right, NCAA tourney, fondest memory, biggest moment, what do you remember about playing in March Madness?
My favorite NCAA tournament memory would have been my sophomore year when we beat Cincinnati, and I created a record for free throw attempted in the NCAA tournament. I shot 22 free throws. Yes, I did. Check the record.
Best memory in the tournament for me was my junior year. I hit 2 big back-to-back threes against UNLV, and I was going crazy because we were in Chicago and United Center. Michael Jordan was at the game, so I really wanted to win. We fell a little short, but it was a good game. It was a fun game.
We never really got as far as we wanted to in the tournament. Dwayne Wade with Marquette didn't really. That wasn't a good moment or a good memorable moment. He went to work on us.
Okay, if you're traveling on an NBA plane, you're in an NBA practice, NBA team bus, guys know which teams have been knocked out of the NCAA tournament, which teams are advancing, and believe me, they talk about it. So we asked the Warriors, based on this year's results, as the tournament progresses, who's going to be the biggest trash talker? Who are we going to hear about if their team is doing well in the NCAAs?
Probably CJ. I'm hoping they don't go further than us because I know I'm going to hear from him.
Probably CJ because he's sneaky because he's kind of quiet, but then if he says something, it's really funny. And then he laughs really hard at himself, and then you just have to laugh because of his laugh.
The toughest teammate to hear from if his team advanced far in the tournament would be Brandon Wright. No, wait a minute. North Carolina's done in. Go Zags, baby.
Yeah, Brandon Wright has nothing to say about North Carolina. And you know the nice thing? No more Keith Smart winning a championship or Calbert Cheaney talking about Indiana. The Hoosiers are out too. No UConn, no UCLA, no Arizona. Where are all the Titans in this tournament? I'll tell you who's going to be the biggest trash talker if their team does well. Me! That's who. If Notre Dame moves on into the Sweet 16, the guy with the biggest mouth is going to be talking the most junk. And finally, I'll get to mention the Irish in March Madness. For the Fitz Files, we'll see what happens all the way down to the Final Four, and we'll check you out next time on Warriors Weekly.
Hi, this is Corey Maggette, and you're watching Warriors Weekly.
In our Warriors Profile segment, CJ Watson talks about his foundation and some of the other off-the-court activities he's involved in. Here's Tim Roy with more.
Well, I'm Tim Roy for Warriors Weekly. We're talking with CJ Watson. CJ, you're playing very well in the last 20 games or so. It seems like you're taking the ball to the basket a little bit more.
I've just been trying to be aggressive. Coach has been telling me to get to the basket, get into the lane where I can find my teammates and then find layups for myself.
Tell me about that process. Is that something you have to consciously remind yourself about on the floor, or just think about it ahead of time?
I just try to play within the game. Whatever is there, I just take it. If the jump shot's there, I take that. If they're playing off of me or pressure me, I just try to drive by them and get to the basket.
I think you've got good quickness, especially in the open floor. And the way you shoot free throws, that's going to be a way for you to score on maybe nights where the shot isn't falling.
Yeah, especially when the shot's not falling, you can get to the free throw line and get easy baskets and still help your team in that category. And just try to be aggressive at all times, which can help myself and my teammates.
What's your motivation right now at this point of the season? Obviously, the Warriors are not in a playoff type of a run. Do you look to be a spoiler? Do you look to try to improve individually? How do you do it?
Everything. We just try to be a spoiler. We try to prove each player to get better each and every day and practicing in the games. And we're just trying to go out there and finish the season strong and give our fans some maturity.
I understand that Warriors General Manager Larry Riley has sent you out scouting some college games, I guess, Santa Clara, and Kerry Keating's the head coach there, and you guys have a relationship.
Yeah, Coach Keating's like one of my good friends, especially as a coach. He's been with me through thick and thin, and he's helped me a lot. And I just went down and supported him. And unfortunately, Ronnie's old college played their team, so it was kind of a little bet between me and him.
Who won the bet?
He did.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't talk about that. But Coach Keating recruited you to Tennessee, correct?
Yes. I felt confident with him and with the coach and with the system. And Tennessee is where my family's from, so everything was just great.
So what was your first thought when you got to Knoxville and you looked at all those people walking around in orange?
It was unbelievable, actually. I still remember to this day. I was nervous, shy little kid, spoiled, ready to go back home to the city, and wasn't used to being in the country, so it was just different.
And you're still a little bit of that way. I mean, doing this interview is not your idea of a great time, correct?
Some might have a great time, but I'm trying to open the box and get beyond the shyness and stuff, so it's fun.
So what keeps you busy away from the floor during the season?
I like to bowl, I like to hang out with my daughter, hang out with my family. Just a family guy, just want to have fun and relax and get away from basketball.
How good of a bowler are you?
I'm not bad, like 180s, 170s, between there.
How'd you get into that?
Just something fun. Growing up, my mom always had different activities for me and my brother to do. Like if it wasn't like miniature golf, it was bowling or playing football, just anything. We just played every sport.
Do you have your own ball?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Big time yet.
And you keep bringing kids over from Vegas who do well in school. Talk a little bit about that program and what got you started there.
It was just something I wanted to do ever since I was little. I said if I ever made it to the NBA, I wanted to give back to kids who was in the same position as myself. So I just tried to give back to them. And this year, for the second year, we had an essay contest, and we brought the winners here from Vegas, put them in the hotel, got them a limo ride, and got them free Warriors gear. And a lot of them had a great time. They'd never been to an NBA game before, so it was very special.
In the final games of the year, you kind of, maybe I would say inspiration, but being a player that a lot of these guys who've been signed from the D-League can come to, because you're kind of a D-League success story too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the person I looked up to was Bookie, because he was the first one that I've seen been called up from the D-League and still maintain to be here. So I think he's the first success story, and I just try to pattern after him.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the chat. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.